Hey guys! So today, me and Rachel are finally doing our video together, our pregnancy video. I don't really know exactly what we're going to talk about. We have some questions. I have some on Twitter, and then I had some on a video that we're going to answer, and then we'll probably just go off on tangents and talk a really long time. So, currently, I'm 17 weeks exactly today, so I'm going into my 18th week, and Rachel is
in my 22nd week.
Yeah. So, as you guys probably seen on my video already, my other video, she is having a girl. There was a question about names. Either of us are not telling names.
We have names, but
we aren't telling yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we might, I guess.
A few people know, I guess,
Yeah.
but there's just so much drama. I feel like when people like want to give their opinions, they don't like the name, or if someone like else is like, I was gonna name my kid that. Like, I just don't want to deal with the drama.
Yeah. So she has her name all picked out. I have names picked out for boy or girl, whatever baby is. And, I mean, we can tell you names we used to like, because there was a question of like, what's your baby's names that you're thinking of and what you used to like when we thought we were going to be pregnant together. I obviously got pregnant way younger, and this is my third. So, when I was pregnant, I remember I did go back and forth about Madison for a girl name.
Yep, I remember.
But it didn't go well with my last name. So we didn't go with that name. And Judah, that was a name that we threw around. What else? I feel like I threw Jacob. That was one that I really liked for a long time, was Jacob. I'm not a big fan of Jake. I just like Jacob. But I know a lot of people would nickname them Jake.
Right.
What was your names that you threw around?
I liked the name Taylor for a girl. And I liked the name Peyton for a girl. But working with kids, there were so many Taylors and Peytons that kind of like made me like kind of go away from that name.
It's funny how like certain names you're like, oh, I know this kid and his name is so-and-so, and then you're like, I'm not never naming my kid that. Yeah. Just reminds you. Oh, there was someone in high school named that. I didn't like her. Yeah, he was a douche. I'm not naming my kid that.
Yeah. And boy names I liked was like Ian, Evan, and Owen.
Yep.
Like, I liked all of those. And
those
I think Owen was like, Owen and Ian were more so my favorites. But
yeah. Oh, I liked Sophia when I was first pregnant with with Austin. But then so many people hated it that Ethan changed his mind. She was one of them.
I didn't like it.
And I was like, oh, I like it. And then Ethan was like, I don't think I like it anymore. And I was like, wow, you're going to change it because everybody doesn't like it. That's why, like, when you don't tell people and then you're like, here's Sophia or here's Nevaeh, nobody's going to be like, oh,
there's a cute
I
little
don't
baby
like that
with
name.
it, and they can't not like it.
Yeah, you have to. So here's one question from Twitter. How are your husbands doing with 2 pregnant ladies in the house? I think they're doing fine.
Yeah,
Sometimes I hear Josh leaving like, I'm going to go get Panera for Rachel, or I'm going to go, random cravings they like leave at the same time.
as much as people would like to think we're like in our own spaces a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like it's all of us hanging out all the time and we like gang up on them. Like, me and Josh are in the basement and Courtney and Ethan are upstairs.
Yeah.
And like,
we have our own family time. Like, we mostly hang out like during the day when nobody else is here, or the kids,
or at night when
at
the
night.
guys go to bed and we'll watch our shows
Everybody's
together.
sleeping. We'll just watch like Teen Mom and Pretty Little Liars and Real Housewives and all of those shows that we watch. So, yeah, we're not like pregnant, crabby people at that. Why don't you talk about what you crave?
What I crave is mainly, I haven't had any like ridiculous cravings, but it's sweets. It's candy, but it's not chocolate. Like, I'm like, chocolate, it's like really random, like Nerds and Sour Patch Kids and gummy worms and gummy bears. Like, it's just candy. I can't have enough candy.
Yeah, that was the one craving for me, was gummy bears. Like, I was saying in my pregnancy vlog that just the one package of gummy bears is like I'm obsessed with, and it's like they're chewy and they're hard, and it's good. good. I don't know why. Rachel mentioned once that you and her talked about being pregnant together when you were young. I would like to hear more about those stories, like what you wanted for names and stuff back then. I don't think there's any like stories about it. We just kind of always, I mean, we grew up together, so we were like 6 or 7 when we met.
Right.
But
then in high school, it was like had this like, we're gonna be each other's maid of honors,
yeah,
and we're gonna go to college together. We're gonna be roommates.
We're gonna have
we
kids.
used to throw around lots of stuff.
Yeah,
but like obviously she met Ethan. Well, didn't meet him. We kind of always known each other, and we've all known each other. But they got married so young, and then I went off to college, and for a while, like it was like we would see each other every couple of months.
Yeah, we were still best friends, but we were not seeing each other every day.
But she was on a way different page in her relationship than
college,
I was.
Like, you know, what?
Like, I mean, I met Josh when I was 19, and we'd been dating ever since. But, like, we weren't ready to be married or have kids.
Right. And I was, like,
all of those
18.
things we used to talk about kind of, like, went out the window, and I never thought, like, we were going to have kids together.
Well, because, like, I had Nevaeh, and I was like, I'm done. And then everybody was like, you are not done. You are so young. You're not done. I'm like, I swear I'm done. And my friend even said, I bet you $1,000 you're not done. I'm like, fine. You better get your $1,000 ready because I'm not going to have a third kid. And then I did. And I mean, if you guys knew in real life how much I talked about having a third kid, you would be like, shut up. Just have a third kid.
Yeah, she was ridiculous. I told her.
I went back and forth. You guys, I don't even think I've told you this, but like, I mean, this might be TMI or whatever, but I've had 3 IUDs in 1 year. That's how much I debated having a kid. And if most people know like what an IUD is, it's like you have it in for 5 years. You don't just get it in and out and in and out. And I totally did. My insurance covered, so I was like, oh, whatever. And then I was like, I'm ready. No, I'm not. I'm ready. No, I'm not. And then I got it taken out, and I was like, oh my god, this. And it was one lady too that always took it out.
She literally like found out that there was a chance I could have been pregnant. She said, "Eve, we need to go to the doctor."
I got it out the next day.
And like the next day, she got it out. Like
I did.
She was like,
I was totally like, oh my god, like if she freaking gets pregnant, I know I'm gonna want to.
Yeah.
She thought she was gonna get pregnant, and she did get pregnant, and then I got pregnant after because I could not handle her being pregnant.
Everyone like wondered if we like planned it, but it wasn't.
No,
it wasn't like.
It's not like you planned it. You getting pregnant.
It just kind of happened, and then Courtney was like wanted to do it after she found out, and
yeah. I mean, I was like, okay, now I want to get pregnant, and this is like my time to try. So we did, and I feel like it's perfect because Nevaeh is gonna be in preschool, Austin's gonna be in 1st grade, and the baby will be born, and I'll have
I feel like she always like would talk, when she would talk about having 3, like she would always think of them all being at home all the time.
Yeah.
Because that's what she did with Austin and Nevaeh, but like once Austin went to kindergarten, she realized like, oh my gosh, like they're going to be gone before I know it, and then they're going to be gone for like...
Oh, are Rachel and Josh going to live with us when they have the baby? We didn't really talk about that. I mean, we did, but not on camera.
It didn't record. We haven't really like said we are or that we aren't. It's just kind of like we're playing it by ear. Josh is kind of in the middle of potentially getting a new job, and so we're just kind of waiting to see how that goes. Obviously, we would like to get our own place where our baby will have their own room and whatever, because we only have the one room that we have right now. But when babies are so small, it doesn't really matter. And Courtney and Ethan said, like, don't feel, like, pressure that you need to, like, get out of our house, like, just because you're having a kid. So, but obviously the ultimate goal is to have our own place and whatnot. So,
what are your symptoms? I guess we didn't really talk about that.
Like, based of, like, pregnancy?
Yeah. Like, right now.
Oh.
Maybe not when you're first pregnant.
When I was first pregnant, it was horrible. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm kind of in that like honeymoon stage where...
That's what my midwife said today. You're in your honeymoon stage.
Yeah, that's what other people have said to me, so I kind of just caught with that.
Yeah.
I was sick till 17 weeks, and then you just kind of wake up one day and you're like, I feel normal.
Yeah, I feel normal too. Besides
The only thing that like happens is like every once in a while I'll get heartburn, and that's about it.
And
Which you say usually occurs when you're farther along, not like in your case.
Not in
when
my
you're
case.
like 4 weeks. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh gosh, I have heartburn.
Oh my god, I dreaded the heartburn and like Tums.
Yeah. Oh, I've for some reason been having horrible tailbone pain, and I have been for the past couple of months.
Yeah.
I guess that's not a super common thing, but I guess it happens, and so I might potentially have to go to physical therapy if it doesn't help.
Better.
So.
My symptoms haven't changed really. Heartburn and headaches and whatnot. I feel fluttering, and she feels some movement.
Definitely feeling movement now. It's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having my ultrasound on Monday, and I'm hoping this video will be up before then. I have a haul to edit and this video, but we're gonna find out what it is, which is super weird for us. We didn't find out with either of the kids, so I'm like, this is really weird to know why you're pregnant, what the baby is. It's really weird.
It's exciting though. I can't wait to like go shopping together.
I go to Target now, and I'm like, I found a 3-month thing, by the way, at Target.
What?
Yeah.
Someone must have.
There was one.
There was none. I checked it like over and over, and I
It just
was
made
like,
me think that. I was like, I went through there specifically, like, I'm gonna look. I bought her an outfit, and it's so dang cute. It's like this little tiny thing with a bird
but
on
it's
it.
like legit.
It's newborn.
It says 5 to 8 pounds, and I
Yeah.
was almost 10 pounds, and Josh was 8'5", and so I'm like, if we have a big baby, like I'm scared that it's like not gonna fit
yeah.
her.
So
And
we thought, well, let's return it and get a 3-month, and she went to return it or exchange
they only
it.
had 9 and 18 months. Josh goes, well, can't you just get 9? I'm like, hello, Josh.
That's gonna be
the weather
fall
is
time.
gonna be totally different.
Yeah.
Like the guys like don't think of that. I don't think because it's like this little short dress with little shorts that
Yeah.
go with it, and it's so cute. But
It's adorable. A lot of people on YouTube are actually guessing girl for me, and on Facebook, like my friends, it's like half and half, because there's my mom and Danae and Casey, they all said boy, but they never commented on that one status. There was a status like long of people like, and I was counting like how many people said girl and how many people said boy. They were like really close.
the last time I had counted it was 14 said girl and 10 said boy.
Yeah, and then the 3, Danae, Casey, and my mom, that's 13. So I'm like,
Did
I
he
guess,
commented?
oh, she did?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. And then my dad, I guess I don't know what he thinks. He always thinks a girl, though. I don't know why.
I think girl.
She thinks girl.
Her heart, like, they say, you know, like the wives' tales of the heartbeat. Like, hers has literally, like, almost been, like, exactly how mine was. At, like, this point, she just went today and it was 150, and mine was, like, 150.
I'll show you guys our bellies, side by side.
No! I feel massive compared to her because she literally, like, has the teeniest bump ever, and we were, like, comparing my 18-month or 18 week to hers, and I'm like, I look huge. Like, I look ridiculous.
She does have her belly is more of like a belly, though. Mine's like a little slight curve. Like, it's not like, oh, I have this nice little belly
The only
bump.
thing that makes me feel better is she showed me a picture of Nevaeh when she was pregnant with Nevaeh at 24 weeks, and she still doesn't even look pregnant. Like,
No.
I was like...
Okay, there's Rachel. She's 22. In her 22 week?
Yep, 22 on Sunday.
Yep.
It's showing a little more today.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, it's definitely rounder.
It's definitely getting there. They measured me, by the way, at the doctor's office, and they said I'm right on track. So I just want to point that out. I'm on track. There. That's what we look like side by side. Here's our frontal picture.
I hate the front. I'm like, oh.
I hope you guys enjoyed our video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!